Well, hello everyone. How you guys doing? I am back. Yes, I am. This is AnitaN The Biz Coach, coming back to you with valuable information on the grant process and how you can get and stay grant ready. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. I didn't even take time out today, you guys, to get me a pair of eyewear for you guys to check out. Guess what? I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So I was like, man, okay, let's just go ahead and get it. Let's get her done. Let's get started on this good stuff. So I first wanted to tell you a little bit about an offer that I'm going to be starting in the month of June. I am excited about this. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put myself on the spot and do this thing. Because if you guys know anything, if you are anything like me, and I hope in this aspect you are not, I can tend to procrastinate on some things. I'm so busy, talking to folks. I've talked to one of my clients today. We're working on some stuff with them. I'm excited about that stuff we got going on. I have talked to two new clients that's going to be starting up real soon. So I'm excited about that as well. And all of these good things everybody's doing with their businesses, with their nonprofits. It is some great stuff. So I am just excited about that. So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go ahead and go beyond my borders and start a group. So I'm going to be starting a new Facebook group, and it is going to be a part of my Get Grant Ready Academy. So this is one of the goals that I have as a business owner. I will be starting an academy, but that's in the future tense. In the meantime, I'm going to still be educating people on the grant process, how to stay and get ready and be prepared for when it's time for you to apply. Okay. So, some of the benefits of being a part of this Facebook group, man, I'm going to be doing some lives. Y'all know, I don't know if you've ever seen my Facebook group, my Facebook pages, but I'd love to go on lives all the time and give out information. We talk about any and everything from grants, from funding to business and leadership as a business owner. So all of those things are important. So I'm constantly always doing lives. So that's going to be one of the things that I'll be offering. I'll be giving specific information on particular things that you may be looking for when it comes to grants, grant proposals, grant writing, how to research, how to find them. We'll have Q&As where you can talk to me. You know, I'll be at your access. Once a month, I'll do a master class where we'll talk about a particular topic. I'll be talking about all sorts of good things, you guys. We're talking about getting prepped, the things you need to do for to be ready to apply. So getting you prepared. That's one of the most important things that I'm always telling you all. And I know you get tired of me saying it, but I can't stress enough how I have had to work with people and they weren't quite ready to apply for grants because there's a process to this whole thing. So I am going to be offering this at a phenomenal discounted price. Okay. So to be able to access all of these good things, I mean, that's just a tip of the iceberg. I'm going to be sending out in another email more information on this offering. However, I am going to be offering this, y'all, believe it or not, for $99 a month. Can you believe it? I'm talking about the stuff that I'm going to be sharing. It's way over $5,000. Okay. I've seen these programs. I have worked with people and I've seen how much this stuff costs. And even with all the research and all the resources I'll be sharing, it is invaluable. So, I was like, I don't know what kind of price to put on this because, you know, it could be a lot. But I want it because this is my birthday month, June. Hey, Cancer in the house. Y'all gonna be seeing me post more about my birthday and all those good things, my plans I have coming up and all that if you're a part of my Facebook pages and follow me on social media. However, I wanted to be able to give back for my birthday. So this is my special offer. I am going to be doing this. You're going to have access to me. You're going to have access to the Facebook group. You're going to be able to network and, talk to other people that may be able to, work with you, collaborate. You never know. I love being able to bring people together. So that's going to be another benefit of being a part of this Facebook group. So again, it's going to start in the month of June. I'll be putting out more information about it. So look forward to it. And it's going to be my Get Grant Ready Academy. And this is going to help propel you to do the things that you need to do to be prepared and stay prepared so that when you come across a grant or I come across one that I can tell you about, and you can be ready to apply. All right. So more on that coming soon. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about a grant that I came across recently. I don't know if you all have ever heard me talk about the different artist type of grants that's out there. There's grants for everything and everybody, you guys. So you just have to know where to look and what to look for in your search. When you're doing your searches, those are some things we're going to be talking about in that Facebook group too. So I'll be teaching you how to do grant searches and all those things for your particular causes. However, this particular one is for artists, and I'm going to attempt to share so that you can see this wonderful information that I've come across. All right. So we have this foundation, the New York Foundation for the Arts, and this particular program is called the Anonymous Was a Woman Environmental Arts Grants. So on this website, and if you can, I know I have a few tabs open, I apologize. I'm going to move my bar down so I can see, you can see also the website that I went to go to this, and that was www.nyfa.org. Got your /awards-grants, and then you see the rest of that there. The Anonymous Was a Woman Environmental Art Grants. And you have dashes between all those words at the end of that link. All right. So what I went on and did was created my account, because it's going to ask you some basic, personal information, so that you can get to the meat of it and see what this grant is all about. And as you can see here, it has, and let me move this bar back up so I can be able to see everything I need to see, hopefully. The deadline is June 14th. So I was trying to find one that, you still have some time to apply and hopefully, qualify for this. So they will be providing up to $20,000 to support environmental art projects led by women identifying artists in the U.S. and U.S. territories. This tells you the criteria here, who can apply, has the age range. You have to identify as a woman artist. You have to be in the U.S. citizen or permanent legal resident, or an OI visa holder. So these are all the various criteria that you would have to, that would make you eligible to apply for this particular grant. Okay. All right, so going on, it tells you what type of projects are eligible. And of course, it has to do with environmental issues, right? So these are some of the things that the project can entail. Recycling and repurposing. I'm actually working with a international business where they actually have part of that as their business model, where they actually recycle and repurpose some of the items that they create. So these are just some of the things here. It says these are some of the things, but it's not limited to this. So you get an idea of kind of what type of projects that they will fund. It says the funded project or phase of the project must be completed by June 2023. So you have a whole year to complete the project with the funds that you would receive. It has here the grant timeline. And it opened in April. Oh my goodness, it opened back in April 2nd. And it closes, of course, like I said, June 14th of this year. And then they will notify the winners or the awardees by August the 9th. They have a link here for more information, a place where you can direct your questions. And so the rest of this is the application itself. So you have your basic information up top. All right. Your contact information, email, phone number, website, or social media, project information. Now we start getting to the meat of it. Are you seeking the funding to support the completion of an existing project or phases of an existing project? So you may have already started your project for this. So you're needing funding to finish it up, or you're doing it in phases. Maybe you may be in phase 1, phase 2, whatever phase you're in. They're saying you just have to identify which one you're in. Then you have all of these different criteria that they ask for. So how far along is the development of your project? Clearly outline 1 to 3 milestones your project has already reached thus far. So you have to have, worked on it already some, and have some of your goals or what they call milestones completed. They want to know, what you've completed, what you've done thus far. All right, so things to notice here. You see, whenever you see a red, most times, every time you see a red asterisk, that means that information is required. You cannot skip this box. And it has a limit of 250 words. So these are some things that you have to, take note of when you are creating your information to go in the online applications. Most of these, I'm sure, are going to have a red asterisk. I'm not going to read all of them. But as you can see, the type of questions that they ask describe the intended environmental and social impact of your project. So maybe you're doing some recycling as well. Maybe there's some items, let's say, I don't know, it could be plastic, it could be clothing, it could be just pretty much anything that would help the environment by recycling or repurposing. You could have a resale store maybe, or a boutique or something like that. So you're repurposing clothing, or you're collecting maybe clothing from people, gently used clothing, and you are creating a nonprofit or a business where you donate or sell for really low prices to people that need to go on interviews for children, for school, for whatever it is. So these are just some ideas of some things that maybe some people are doing, or maybe trying to think of some ideas to do. So it talks about your public engagement. What are your plans to promote? They want you to upload a project work sample here, where you would upload that document. Of course, your project budget. They want you to be able to upload that as well. And they have some additional space here to put in 150 word limits on your budget. Total amount you are requesting, you would put that amount there. It says the maximum grant is 20,000. So that would be your maximum. You couldn't ask for any more than that. Provide an itemized list of how the fund will be spent. So when it comes to itemized list, they want you to tell them, okay, I need 10 racks. So in the racks, and I'm not sure if you have to put it in this particular section, but I know in your budget line item is normally always required. So you have to say, those 10 racks, how much those 10 racks cost. So maybe you have to break it down to each unit. So one rack is $85. So, 10 times 85. So that's the total for that line item, and so forth and so on. So you would tell, your itemized list, you will list it there in that box. They ask for, let's see, check this box. I understand that our recipients of this grant will need to complete a W-9 to receive the funds. So if you do receive the funds, you know that requirement. They ask you what current creative practices in artistic discipline that you are represent. Okay. They also ask for your resume. or write a short artist bio. All right, maximum for that is 300 words. Are you collaborating with others? Guys, no, I'm always telling you, people want to see if you're working with other people in the community, seeing you if you're partnering, seeing what type of resources you're bringing from other organizations that you can share responsibility for the things you're going to accomplish. Okay. Demographics. Here's another important section on most grants. They want to know by completing information, you are helping them secure future funding. Your responses will remain anonymous. So they're asking, what do you consider yourself as? And their particular funding is for people that fall within these groups. So they want to know who they're funding, and so they can report to maybe people that they get solicit money from to give out grants. To which gender do you most identify? It asks about that information. How would you describe yourself as far as ethnicity? Please select your age range. All of these are important information that they need to know. Do you have a disability? What is your household income bracket? These are some of the questions that's on here. How did you hear about this grant? All right. How have you ever participated in any of the following programs or events by this foundation? They'll ask you, you have to answer all of those. And then of course you would submit once you're done. Now this looks like that you can work on this in a progress, because you can do so much, and then you can save the draft here. And I'm sure always go back, sign in, because I did create a profile and an account. So that way, if I did apply for this, I would be able to go back in, at different increments, because you may not be able to complete this because it's asking for a lot. You may not be able to finish this in one sitting. So these are the things that they are asking for, and I'm going to tell you, these are some of the basic information a lot of times that you will have to answer and be able to provide when you are applying for grants. So in your efforts of getting grant ready, you can see that this is some of the things that you may need to be able to answer and provide information for. Okay, so wonderful stuff here. This is an awesome opportunity for an artist to get some funding for a project or something that maybe they're doing, for their business and nonprofit. And like I said, guys, this is just one of thousands and thousands upon thousands of different grant opportunities for particular industries or areas. So if you're an artist, if you build, buildings or build furniture, there's all types of grant money out here for you. You just got to know where to start for your search, as well as be prepared to apply when you do find it. So I am your get grant ready girl. I am your research girl. I am out here hitting the pavement, doing this research, finding out what is available for all types of businesses, all types of entrepreneurs that need funding. Okay. So just a little bit more stuff to get you excited about the grant process and finding funding that you need to get to the next level. Okay. I hope this has been helpful. I look forward to next time. And until then, take care.